By the time he saw me, it was too late.
Get over here!
More. So this story takes place during my final year of high school back in Jamaica. It was the same year I got suspended for selling candy during class, which, if you haven't seen that video, link in the description. I'd just gone back from lunch and I was sitting in my seat waiting for class to start. So I'm there chilling when one of my boys, Kimani, shows up and takes his seat beside me. So we're there chopping it up when I noticed that he kept scratching his chin as we talked. At first I ignored it, but eventually it got to the point where it was all I was looking at. Like, I didn't even know what he was talking about anymore. So I asked him, yo, why you keep scratching your chin like that? You good? He stops talking and then he starts laughing. So now I'm confused. He sees the confusion and then he realizes nobody told me about B-Word. So he proceeds to explain. B-Word was a game that a group of guys would play during school where you would agree that if you say a word that starts with the letter B around anyone else in the group, they would have permission to slap the everlasting life out of your face. In Jamaica, a slap in the face is known as a box. Thus, say a B word, get a box. Simple. Here's the catch though. If you say a word that begins with a B and you acknowledge it by scratching your chin, then nobody can slap you. Which explained why Kimani kept scratching his chin. Now, I had never heard of a game like this. It sounded like a terrible idea. So of course I immediately asked to join, because when else would I ever get the opportunity to slap my boys around with no fear of retaliation? Of course, I would also be putting myself at risk, but I felt fairly confident in my chin scratching capabilities. So, with the locking of our pinkies, I was inducted into the B-Word group. There were about 7 guys in total in the group, and right away, I had a target on my back. I was fresh meat, least experienced, most vulnerable. I was like a baby turtle. And these guys were all like, whatever hunts baby turtles. Didn't take long for them to catch me slipping. I was outside in the corridor talking to one of my other classmates, a civilian, when I said a B word. What was the word? Who knows? Book, banana, booty. Could have been anything. What I do know is that I didn't scratch my chin.
Welcome!
I had been slapped with the force of 1,000 suns. Once I gathered myself and turned around to see who had violated my face in such a manner, to my surprise, it was Kimani. At first I felt betrayed because we were good friends, but right then and there I realized that there are no friends in B-Word. There are only those who slap and those who get slapped. And in that moment, I decided I am the one who slaps. Yo, if that is not how every anime protagonist starts off, bro, like you get betrayed by a friend, I don't know what is. Now, side note, in the last video, I asked y'all to hit the like button, and y'all went crazy, man. Over 100K likes. I don't even know if I ever got that many likes on a video, period. And that video doesn't even have 600,000 views as of recording this. So, I'm not even gonna put a number on it. Yo, y'all just go off, man. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the video and if you're excited to see how this story ends. All right, that's it. Okay, back to the story. Revenge filled my heart, and with bloodlust in my eyes, I started to hunt for my first victim. And then I saw him. It was technical design class. The teacher was almost never there. It was the perfect setup. I sat 2 seats to the left of him with my head on the desk, pretending to be asleep. But I had one eye open, just enough to see if he was scratching his chin. But his guard was down, and it was only a matter of time before he said a B word. And as soon as he said it, I sprung up, arm cocked back. By the time he saw me, it was too late.
Get over here!
More. So I continued to hunt. I claimed 2 more bodies by the time school was over. One of them was Kamani. That one felt good. School would end, and we would all go home. And that was that for the day. While I was home, all I could think about was B word. I was even scratching my chin at the dinner table. Of course, my mom sees this and asks what's wrong with my chin. At which point, I'll come up with some kind of excuse because first rule of B word, never talk about B word. The next day, we get to school and B word is still in full effect. It doesn't end until you break the pact with everyone you were playing with. So you show up to school ready for smoke. So the day goes on and I am struggling to catch someone slipping. Everyone was on point. Fast forward and it's the end of the day, and then the entire senior class gets called to the auditorium for graduation rehearsal. Right away, I'm excited because if I was gonna catch someone slipping, now would be the time. Plus, all the crowding made for good cover. It was the perfect storm. So we get to the auditorium, I scan the crowd, and then I spot him. Clarence. Still on my hit list. In fact, Clarence was the only dude in the group that nobody had caught. I start to make my way through the crowd until I was within earshot of his voice. He was talking. Good. So I'm listening. Waiting. It was kind of hard to hear, but I was determined. And then I heard it.
Yo, chicken curry is bomb though.
Gotcha.
Yo, Clarence!
Get over here!
Solid connection, 10 out of 10 execution. I had done what no man had done before. I caught Clarence slipping. So I'm standing there, basking in the spoils of victory, when I notice Clarence staring at me. And he's looking at me like he wanna fight. So I'm like, yo, hey, I caught you. You know what you said.
What are you talking about, bro? I didn't say a B word.
You did. Bro, come, you did.
No, I didn't. What do you think I said? What do you think I said?
You said, clear as day, yo, curry chicken is bomb. Everybody heard it. I know I heard it.
No, I said, yo, who are you taking to prom?
You ain't say that, bro.
Yes, I did.
And at that point, I realized I'd made a mistake because Clarence was from the country. And if you know Jamaicans, you know the mans them from the country. These aren't normal people, bro.
Keep your head still so I can get you back.
So now I'm like, nah, I ain't about to go out like that. Cause now there are twice as many people around as there was before. Plus, I still kind of felt like he said a B word and he was like lying or something, you know? So I say, yo, I heard what I heard, but how about this? Let's talk about it after rehearsal.
Nah, we doing this right now.
So I peace out. I go inside the auditorium and find my seat. I figured it was the safest place. I accepted that I was probably gonna get slapped into the shadow realm, but hopefully, by the time the rehearsal was over, he would have cooled off some and there'd be less witnesses. So I'm sitting in my seat, probably talking to whoever was beside me, when I hear something coming.
Excuse me. Watch out. Coming through. Move. Excuse me.
I look to my right, my heart drops. Cause all I see is this big, tough countryman bulldozing his way down my aisle.
Excuse me. Move! Get out my way! Move!
Bro, I'm sweating. I'm trapped. All the seats around me were taken. I couldn't get out. I was done for.
Yo, son! I said I'm getting you back! Right now!
Clarence, please. He pulls back his crusty, calloused farm hands. And in one fell swoop, Clarence beams me across my face. This dude slapped me so hard that I had to engage all of my core muscles just so I didn't fall out the chair. So there I sat in my chair, fighting back the tears. Eyes closed. Didn't want to look at anybody. Didn't want anyone to look at me. Clarence went back to his seat, and I just sat there. Face swollen, ego broken. I had gotten what I deserved. There was nothing I could do, for these were the rules of the game. B word giveth, and B word taketh away. Demons know what I like, I might feed them tonight. I don't need what I like, girl don't tease me tonight. See the rocks in my face, do you care what people say? If you do, just take a taste. If you don't, let's hit the race. Girl, you should pass on me. I got some demons to handle, you could've handled, they got their hands on me. I never needed a bando, still got my bands on, turn them up carefully. Baby, don't get in the way, if you don't pick up the pace, I might go off. Leave you in the dust, you know I'm closed off. If you try to hit me, you won't reach me cause my phone's off. Baby, we should hold off. Girl, I know that you believe in it. I only want but you needed it. Why do you think I'm leaving? But it's fine for tonight. Baby, let me do it how you like. I know just what you like. And when you gotta go, it's alright. Girl, I've done this way too many times.